Yo, YouTube, what's up? Bmore.Tactical here with another video as promised. I'd like to thank you guys for coming back to check us out. If this is your first time checking out the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you've done so already, definitely appreciate the support. If you like what you see today, go ahead and hit the like button. Certainly like to know, and make sure we continue to chop it up in the comments. I'm not going to take too much of y'all time on this beautiful Sunday gun day, this nice Labor Day weekend. But I definitely wanted y'all to just kind of check out a new addition to the fam, man, a new addition to the collection. Before we get started, though, like I like to always do, I like to show love to other YouTubers, gun tubers, and channels that I enjoy. Sometimes I recommend it to you guys for educational purposes. In other instances, it's just so you can check out some cool or fun shit. So Mr. Real Rambo J, go check my guy out, man. He's got some dope collection videos that he's done, as well as just some reviews on firearms that he's acquired over the years. So I definitely recommend you guys checking him out. I think you'll enjoy the content. Today, on this holiday weekend, right? What better way to celebrate a gun is one that has some historical references in United States history as well, man. It's the 1911. So certainly not necessarily this particular one, obviously, but as you know, all know the story, 1911 goes back to about March of 1911. And when the U.S. Army started using this as their firearm, shortly followed by, I believe it was the Marines and Navy not long after. But this one is by Rock Island Armory. Okay, the official name for this one is the Rock Island M1911 A1 Tactical 2. It's chambered in 45 ACP. It's a 5-inch barrel. Okay, it has G10 grips with a fiber optic. Guys, see that? A fiber optic front sight and adjustable rear. There's our sight picture. This firearm, no mag. It is clear. It has ambidextrous safety. Mag release and slide release is just on this side. This firearm does come with one 8-round magazine. I did end up purchasing this 8-round from Kimber. I like the original a little bit better. I'll get a few more. I'm just gonna get this one because I actually like this base plate on it. I'll show you guys why in a second. But yeah, it's 8+1. It's a parkerized finish, as they refer to it as. But if you guys have seen one of my recent videos, if you are familiar with the channel, obviously I did a guns collection wish list. Coincidentally enough, the one that's pictured on there was actually this guy. But a 1911 was on it. I was open to other options. I didn't know what I would think about a 1911. It's actually my first one, as you guys know. And so I was kind of hesitant. Obviously, 1911s can become pretty expensive, rightfully so, depending on the quality of the product itself. I wanted to get into the platform. I certainly didn't want to necessarily buy the cheapest one. I wanted something of some quality that could last for a while, that I would enjoy the experience in shooting, but also wasn't ready to spend, $800, $1,200, $1,500 on one either. So I wanted one that was from a reputable manufacturer. The research I did on this one saying that this is a pretty good one, though it's a budget model. This particular one has a few upgrades. I think they make another one that has like wooden grips on it, and this one, from what my research is saying, has a few upgrades. It has the skeletonized trigger and hammer there, if you guys can check that out. For those not familiar with it, it does have a grip safety there on the back. And I had a good time at the range with this joint, man. I had the range I went to, the only ammo they had in 45 was some hollow points. And I think they were reloads, some hollow points, some reloads. I forget the brand. Actually, I think I have them here. And I was a little skeptical about shooting them. However, as we all know, it is difficult to find ammo right now. And I had to kind of roll what I could get because I wanted an opportunity to shoot it yesterday, Saturday, just kind of getting out. So, this is This is the ammo that I shot, but here's a brand. I don't know that the brand matters because to my understanding, they use a few different ones as a part of their reloads. I can see most of these are Federal. Yeah, most of these are Federal, I believe. But I'll show you the box. Not sure if any of you guys have used these before. This is the firearm that the ammunition that I used. And so what I ended up doing was, as I loaded the first mag and I went to chamber that round, I'm telling my son not to walk through the video. He's trying to be famous. It didn't fully chamber the round, and it was crazy. It was like it was a crazy moment, man, in the range. So I went to chamber the round. It didn't. It kind of got stuck like on the feeding ramp, and I'm just like, oh shit! Like, is it the gun? Is it this ammo? Like, I knew I didn't want to buy it. Coincidentally, I was at the range where I bought it at, but I was just like, man, what do I got myself into? And so I went back up. Got the gentleman to come down, a range officer, I guess people call him. He was working the counter at the range as well. But he came down to take a look at it, and I'm telling him the story, and I'm like, listen, man, like, I got a round that's kind of stuck down in there, and obviously I wasn't about to stick my finger down the slide trying to get it to loosen up, and I went to show him. I said, man, you know, I racked the slide, and then it just got stuck, and as soon as I went to show him, the round chamber. So I'm looking like, sorry. I look completely incompetent right now, but I got it. And so it was my first time shooting 45. You know, I had a 40 cal back in the day, but it was my first time shooting 45. And so like I feel like a new shooter all over again. You know, I'm on my target and I go to pull the trigger and I'm just like, just kind of anticipating the recoil, but it actually wasn't that bad. And I'm assuming the weight of the firearm obviously kind of helps with that, but it definitely wasn't that bad. So I fell in love right away shooting it. I see why some people don't get super into the polymer Striker 5 firearms when you have options like this that are out there. And so I'm hooked. I see why everyone loves 1911s. I do want to show you guys something. So the mag that it comes with in there, empty as well. For the most part, I mean, it's a slight, hangs down slight there, right? Just a little bit. But for the most part, what I would consider just about a flush mag almost, right? And so it kind of has a little lip there on the front, as you guys can see. Obviously, that helps with your finger, but in my case, I mean, I don't even need it at all. But I would also say more importantly, like when I'm getting that mag out, actually on the release is where it's kind of more important. I'll show you why. I would have never thought of it before. When I went to the counter, I wanted to make sure this mag fit, but as you notice, there's nothing on this one. Does appear that I can obviously buy a base plate to add. However, when I put it in there, because this one kind of has a bit of a mag well, as you can see there, it's like, it almost like it goes in there. If you guys can see, it's like an indentation, right? And so in this particular case, it's just like, certainly when I mean, as long as it drops, I'm good. I'm not pulling the mag out, obviously, to release it, but I didn't really like that so much. So I need to find a base plate that fits that, because just in case, I want to be able to kind of get it out of it if I need to, but I'm not crazy. But obviously, not crazy about it, but it works. And so, you know, when I'm at the range, it helped to have a second mag, but I'll add a few more, but I'm rambling. But again, man, I thank you guys for checking it out. Let me know what you guys think. Does anyone use Rock Island Armory products? Are there certain 1911 manufacturers that you guys would recommend moving forward if I decide in the future to add additional ones to my collection? I'm excited about this one. I'm glad I did it. I get to check one of the items off the wish list. But again, man, I thank you guys for your support. Thanks for checking it out. Please go ahead and like and subscribe this one, assuming you like it. But again, thanks for checking me out on this Sunday fun day, or this Sunday gun day. Y'all like the shirt. Got my Sun's Out, Guns Out shirt, man. So, but anyway, have a great weekend, man. Y'all stay safe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.